Good morning, and I hope that you are all doing well and have thoughts of turkey and pumpkin pie and stuffing dancing in your head because it's coming up. I will be chatting with you this morning about the ways in which our PLC work can move us closer to a systems approach. And a systems approach that truly leverages academic equity for our students across the district, and one that will undoubtedly help improve academic success for each student in a safe and thriving environment, which is something I totally feel that we can all get behind. You just spent some time reading, discussing, and sharing out your celebrations, ahas, and any questions that you might have about the Wenatchee School District Collective Efficacy document. I trust that you were all left with a great understanding about the importance of how we work together and embrace the expertise that we all bring to the PLC table in order to better support our students and the foundational pieces of their education. So with that, I want to front load a little bit of the information that you'll be addressing in the next reading, which is from the Wenatchee School District PLC Team Expectations document. So this tool will really help you assess where your team currently stands with regard to team structure and interdependence, using a little checkbox section, and then a part dealing with what's tight for our PLCs. So what is tight for our PLCs? In this document, you'll see that it's collective responsibility for learning, guaranteed and viable curriculum unit by unit with priority standards and pacing guides, using common formative assessments to monitor progress, and using those assessments to then help guide intervention and extension. So these ideas truly represent those 4 PLC questions, which are not new to anyone, but we really focus on because that is the work. So that's what you can look forward to for reading in the next section. And then just kind of globally, I just want to let everyone know that we have begun a 3-year journey in the Wenatchee School District to help us guide and shape our work on becoming a highly functioning and collaborative district. So we've created a partnership with WSD in helping us learn, assess, and differentiate our PLC work at the district level and the building level. So here's the deal. We've entered this learning opportunity while we are currently doing the work. So that's kind of where the differentiation piece comes into play the most. We need to truly honor where our more experienced teams currently are working, and at the same time work to help support and guide our less experienced teams so they can make those huge impactful gains and leverage collective efficacy. Along the way, we want to help make sure that they all have the opportunity to do each step of the work extremely well and find times to maybe revisit the steps at a deeper level that some teams may or may not have been able to get to become that highly effective and functioning team. So you may realize along the way that your team may not have fully unpacked a piece of the process, and by revisiting this, your team and consequently your students could benefit in a huge way. So that's super cool. Our guiding coalition are a group of leaders who are committed to learning together and pushing the district forward in this work to reach our goals this year. And so they include, at the elementary level, we have Jeff Jager, Tim Shepard, Heidi Busk. At the middle school level, sorry about that, we have Mark Ovea, Alyssa Johnston, Betsy Streen, and then our high school representatives are Eric Anderson and Molly Butler. From learning and teaching, we have Trisha Craig, Sarah Wall, Amber Burks, Mike Lane, and myself, and then of course leading our guiding coalition as well as leading our district, Dr. Paul Gordon. So that is the guiding coalition. We've also engaged all of the administrators and coaches in the district for our PLC at Work leadership team that are following the lead of the guiding coalition to make this impactful work happen and progress at each building. So really what we want to accomplish this year as a district are 3 main areas. The first area is building leadership knowledge, and so that's what we are doing. We have 12 different WSD PLC at Work sessions that we're engaging in. We're monitoring effective teams and building ways of collaboration and evidence of that collaboration. monitoring for high leverage instructions through a walkthrough process. So all of those things are in our first bit of accomplishment there. We also want to build highly effective teams through that collective efficacy, which you've heard so much about today. We have developed the PLC team expectations. We are working to develop our team leaders and role descriptions for our team leaders, and providing our PLCs with structures for building positive team cultures. Finally, we also want to ensure guaranteed and viable curriculum. How are we consistently leveraging instructional practices? How are we identifying and recommitting to our priority standards, the scope and sequence, unit by unit? We also need to engage in deconstructing our priority standards with the scales and learning targets, and then really develop a process for reviewing common assessments together. So that is collectively our goals for this year in leveraging the work through building leadership knowledge, building highly functioning collaborative teams, and then ensuring that guaranteed and viable curriculum. So you have another read and discuss section in front of you, and at the conclusion of this next activity, you'll shift from the kind of the district activities to more differentiated building time. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being amazing, and have a rockin' Monday.